What's up guys, Arden here for Yellow House Aerial, and by the time this song is finished, you should know almost everything you need to know about public land use zones in Alberta and heading out to one to fly your drone. What's a public land use zone, or PLUZ for short? PLUZ? PLUZ? I'm just gonna call them Cataract Public or Ghost Public from this point on. Straight from the Alberta government, a public land use zone is an area of public land to which legislative controls apply to assist in the management of industrial, commercial, and recreational land uses and resources. So basically, public land that's been zoned or regulated partially to allow resource development, but also for people's enjoyment. Public land use zones are not parks, but without increasing burden to the park system, they needed a way to regulate this land somehow. What can you do in a public land use zone? Well, activities include snowmobiling, hunting, off-roading, hiking, cross-country skiing, fishing, equestrian, riding your horses, and free camping. You don't have to pay for a campsite to go out and camp at a public land use zone for up to 30 days. Where are the public land use zones? Well, that's probably the biggest question. They're scattered all over the Rocky Mountains in Alberta, from the Crow's Nest up to a little town called Hinton, which is straight west of Edmonton. If you aren't already on our website watching this video, I'll put a link in the description to where you can find all the PLUZs and their trail maps. So important laws, things to know. Don't drive off the road or exceed the maximum permitted width of the road. Be cautious about firearm discharge. If you're hunting, look out and watch for people that are hunting. Don't take anything. Use existing fire pits only. Dispose of your garbage properly, please. And stay away from oil and gas installations. They like to go boom. Public Lands Administration Section 198 says that no person shall interfere with the right of others to the quiet and peaceful enjoyment of a public land recreation area unless such interference is incidental to an activity or use of public land that is the subject of a disposition. I think basically that means don't do anything to bother or interfere with other people, but if you are firing a gun or flying a drone, that activity comes with some noise, so that's okay within reason. When flying, be sure to follow the Recreational Guidelines, stay within 500 meters of yourself, mark your drone with your name and contact number, stay away from hazards and natural disaster areas. If there's a flood or a fire, stay away from that. Check the airspace maybe with airmap.com, and don't pester the wildlife. If you're coming from Calgary, the closest zones are Ghost Public, Kananaskis Public, McLean Public, and Sibbald Public. If you're coming from Edmonton, you'll want to head west towards Hinton, and there are more up there. So get up early, pack a lunch, take extra food, extra water, extra clothes, take bear spray, bug spray, sunscreen, a hat, sunglasses, and leave in the morning. Just like when you're hiking, you don't want to get stuck out in the wilderness if things go sideways and it gets dark. You'll also probably be out of cell service at a PLUZ, so make sure you check the weather before you go, and a first aid kit is never a bad idea. Since I recorded this vlog, I've received a few questions. I'm just going to go through 5 things. 1. Do I need a permit to do any commercial filming or operations out in a PLUZ? Yes, you should have a permit if you're filming anything bigger than a vlog like this or just you with your drone. I'll put the link below. 2. There are often paper maps available at the trailhead when you drive up, but don't count on that. 3. Be careful, any road that isn't paved could be difficult to access if it's either snowy, if things are melting like right now, or if it's rainy, there could be some pretty bad mud out there, so be careful where you're going unless you have 4x4. 4. Are there any restrictions on where you can fly a drone when you're in a PLUZ? No, the laws aren't really that specific. Just be sure to follow any pre-existing airspace and follow the recreational regulations. 5. Where to fly in a PLUZ? My personal advice is don't fly anywhere with a tree taller than you are, just because if you're flying around with the drone, if you're not sure, if you lose control and it goes off over that way and there's a tree there and you weren't ready for that, you're gonna tank it into a tree. So just fly it in low-lying areas where it's open, and it's always safe to just go up. If you're ever concerned, if you're like, oh, I don't know, just go up. Anyway, back outside. So that's basically it. Happy flying. Let us know any questions in the comments below. Give us a like if you enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe to see what else we're into, or just tweet us at AskYellowHouse. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So what do you think? Is it worth coming all the way out here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was awesome.